Vince McMahon has sold over $100 million worth of TKO stock. We got an update on MJF amid his AEW absence, and an ex-WWE star has called out a knockoff SmackDown talent. Find out who in a bit. Former WWE and former TKO executive chairman Vince McMahon has continued to sell off his shares in TKO Group Holdings. Another $100 million going his way from the sale of another 3.5 million shares in the company. He's been doing this quite frequently since last November. He sold about a third of his stock last year, then 25% of his stock earlier in March, and then this latest sale, meaning that he owns now 11.5 million shares in TKO. This is obviously, we got the civil suit underway at the moment. Hefty legal fees there. Not that hefty. But
it's what a lot of people are speculating this is all going toward, obviously, with everything that is mounting.
A fair bit of it, for sure. Potential major payout as well to be made, depending on the result of that civil suit. I can see, the rate that he's selling these shares. I think he could be fully just not a shareholder within the space of a year, 2 years.
The company seems to be making no bones about the fact that Vince is persona non grata now. Vince is not somebody they want to be associated with. Vince isn't somebody they want in or around WWE. So I think that it's only a matter of time until he's out fully. I think if it gets to a point where he has no power, no say, no ability to control anything, then he's not going to want to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, he has no real power as such, and they're very keen to stress that point.
It's
but
he's just waiting for stock prices to spike in order to sell each time.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine TKO being very happy to not be associated with his name, even as a shareholder at all. So not that Vince McMahon would care about that. He'll make as much money as possible. We'll keep you updated on that anyway, but I imagine there'll be more sales coming very soon. We've got an update on MJF amid his AEW absence. This is from PW Insider saying he's still working to recover from his multiple injuries. While he's not listed on the AEW roster, the belief is he remains locked into a deal with the company. While he was not in attendance at AEW Big Business in Boston a few weeks back, PW Insider Elite have confirmed that the day after the event, MJF was in Boston to meet with AEW officials. He's not been backstage at any AEW events since exiting Storylines. No word when he's going to be returning to the ring as of this writing. Various reports going around as to will he get surgery, will he not get surgery. It's believed that one of the surgeries that he potentially needed, he's not had yet, but when it comes to this stuff, he's a very secretive man, isn't he?
Very secretive, and AEW is a far more secretive company when it comes to things of this nature, depending on, if the talent wants to be open about stuff or if it benefits storylines. And I think that, again, we are entering 2024, and with with any potential speculation here that we can build around MJF, I think is just a means of keeping him exciting while he's going to be recuperating from potential surgery. Is what we need to be doing here, because I can't imagine anything worse than just... But at the same time, maybe we do just need maybe a bit of a break from MJF and let him just sort of fade a little bit to come back with a bit more of a bang.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to talk about him regardless because he's like one of their biggest names.
Of course.
I don't know. People have been sort of saying that he might be WWE bound and that he was removed from the roster page for a bit. I think he's back on there now. Some of his merch was removed from sale. People saying that he could go anywhere. I don't see it personally. I don't think they would have invested so much in MJF, but specifically in the end of that storyline, the Devil storyline. It was such a massive thing. Why would you give all that to a guy who could potentially leave? I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, I think he's definitely staying with AEW for the time being. I think we'll see him one day across the fence, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's been reports that he's signed into a multi-year deal still. It's another one of those things. MJF contract status, I can't figure it out because the guy's always working. So anyway, we'll keep you updated if we do find anything out. ROH, Supercard of Honor, Ring of Honor, that show's taking place on Friday, April the 5th, and a Stardom showcase has been added to the card.
It's exciting. Stardom seems to be picking up more and more of an audience in America, and we've got a bit of a strange future ahead with the situation with Rossi Ogawa at the minute and the company and his exodus. But ultimately, Stardom seems to be, just stepping into a working relationship with AEW by the looks of things. But the showcase that's been added to the card is a trios match. match. Mina Shirakawa, Maika, and Mei Seira are going to team up to face against Saya Kamitani, Tam Nakano, and Azumi. Tony Khan recently sided with Bushiroad over the Rossi Ogawa situation, as we said, and it's believed that the founder of Stardom was blocking talent from appearing in AEW before his sudden departure. So it seemed like Rossi didn't maybe want the relationship with AEW to be quite as far along as it is now, I guess.
That'd be a great match. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I think, well, just any excuse to have more Joshi wrestling in the States. I think we've got Sukeban, which is sort of taken off slowly, but I think, Stardom just has the big identifiable brand, I think, for most people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Back over to the WWE side of things now. We're talking about NXT Stand and Deliver. Your money or your life.
I'm just seeing you with like the strip of makeup.
He's safe to talk about. And yeah,
he's
fine.
Still touring.
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
No one knows anymore.
Stand and Deliver. According to Sports Illustrated, according to Shawn Michaels speaking with Sports Illustrated, we do now know the main event, as if it wasn't obvious enough. Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams has been confirmed as the last match on the card. It's been a driving force of NXT over the past few months. It totally deserves to be the main event, and Shawn Michaels saying that as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hell of a match.
It's been great, man.
It's got just that big fight feel to it, and I'm looking forward to actually sitting down and just the build to the match over the course of the evening.
They've done such good work with Trick Williams.
Yeah.
And obviously Trick Williams has put in the work as well. Like Carmelo Hayes was the standout for so long. It's like, man, that guy's future world champion. He's going to headline WrestleMania one day. Trick's awesome. Trick's just awesome.
Yeah.
And we're probably past the point of even having to point that out. But it's going to be a really, really good match. There's so much fan investment in that match.
Do you reckon this is the closest we've got back to that feeling since like the 2016, 2017 days?
It's a different NXT, isn't it?
It's
entirely
a very different
NXT.
It's similar sort of excitement.
It's not indie darlings. It's fun. It's a really fun show, isn't it? Like you watch it and it just speeds by. It's just
you could watch. You could watch more of it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a very fun show. I don't know. Is the hype there with the Black and Gold era?
Probably not the wave, because there was a big wave overall then, wasn't there? But
massive load of hot indie names there, spending time there, doing great stuff. But these people are doing great stuff in a different way.
Yeah, it's just really exciting to see.
It is. It's cool, isn't it? Take a look at this tweet from Natalia, sharing a video of the former Dana Brooke, now of course known by Ash by Elegance in TNA Wrestling, landing a swanton bomb in TNA. Some nutter fan commented that Tiffany Stratton performs the move better. Ooh. To which Ash hit back by saying, "Funny thing is, I've been doing it for years, and she loves to steal everyone's moves and gimmicks. Knock off Barbie." This got her loads and loads of heat.
Yeah.
First of all, because
it's disgusting behaviour.
Well, first of all, because the former Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance, didn't invent the swanton bomb, and she like her gimmick wasn't the most original. Isn't the most original. It's good. I really like the gimmick. I think she plays it really well, but it was a foolish thing to do. She got a load of backlash for it. People going like, "Why are you doing this?" Like everybody, like Tiffany Stratton's so bloody hot at the moment. As well.
I saw like a lot of really snarky responses, like, "Yes, but have you had an entire city cheering for you and stuff?" And it was like, "Oh,
yeah." I felt a bit, but and I thought immediately it's a weird thing to do, but maybe because she's been called out by this fan, she's sort of acting in character. But maybe it got to her as well. Anyway, she followed up saying, "You're ruthless. It's called character, but clearly everything is taken so seriously. If you know Ash by Elegance, you would know she is self-centered. If you know me personally, you know I give mad props to Tiff for all her work, what she's accomplished. Sad I have to explain this. It's difficult, isn't it? On Twitter, it's really difficult to judge tone, and so people jumped all over her.
We need rules. Like if a wrestler has their kayfabe name as their account name and handle, it's all in kayfabe. If they have got their name all anywhere, then it's all out of kayfabe and should be treated seriously. And when somebody's like, "I'm going to hit you with a chair," you've got to report that to the police. That's a threat.
Because it's a real thing.
Yeah, that's a real person.
I actually kind of like that.
That should be the rule.
It's stupid, but
call it driver's law.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, yeah, so she got more crap because people are going like, oh, why are you just trying to do character work, start beef, start a feud with a wrestler in a different promotion to you? It's all been blown a little bit out of proportion.
As you said, it's just not being able to understand tone across text-based social media platforms.
It's tough, isn't it? I worry about it with like emails and stuff.
Oh, God,
do I sound like a dick? I'd rather
you never want to say like per the last email or anything like that.
She should have done a video. She should have done a video in all her get-up and everything, and then people would have known, and everything would have been okay. But also driver's law, bring that in as well.
It's like you see a picture of me on a milk carton looking sad.
That's it for us, from us, for the news, maybe for us as well. Pro wrestler Wesley Enserico is in the finals of Gladiators tomorrow night on BBC One. Tom Campbell has been catching up with Wesley ahead of the final. You can hear their conversation exclusively right now on the Cultaholic podcast feed, so go and check that out. It's a really fascinating listen. It's really good.
It's so much like just about the production of Gladiators. I want to know so much.
It's great. It's great. So you can check that out now. Loads of WrestleMania themed content coming up here on this YouTube channel also over the weekend. Enjoy your bank holiday weekend if you're lucky enough to have it. We will see you.
All of the Easter eggs.
Yes. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yep. Have a good one. Bye.